In today's video, we're going to be talking about multiplying and dividing integers. On the right hand side, like always, I left a little hint for you guys on how to solve the multiplying and dividing integers. Okay, we go on the first one. We have a positive times a positive equals a positive. Then we have a positive times a negative equals a negative. Then we have a negative times a negative equals a positive. And then we have a negative times a positive, which is our answer is going to give us a negative. Okay, it's the same thing for division. Same rules apply. I just wrote it down so that way you can go ahead and see it's the same. It's positive. When you do positive divided by a positive, your answer should be a positive. When you do a positive divided by a negative, your answer should be a negative. And when you do a negative divided by a negative, your answer should be a positive. And if you have a negative divided by a positive, it's going to be equal to a negative. Also, if I were you, I would go ahead and write those notes down, because most likely your teachers are going to test you just on that without even numbers to see if you know what to do it, and just keep on reviewing it over and over. If you have to write it down multiple times so you can remember it, go ahead. A lot of students do mistakes on that. They can get the multiplication, that's the easy part. They get a lot of mistakes when it's negative times a positive or negative times a negative. So make sure you go ahead and study. Take your time. Make sure you get easy points for this. Okay. So let's start from number 1 to 6, and after number 3, stop the video like always. Try to challenge yourself and go ahead and try to do it on your own, or as I'm going, you can go ahead and forward start doing it. You don't have to go to my pace. You can go to your pace, or you can go ahead and slow it down and pause it and go back and look at it if you still need more help. Okay, so we do 7 times 7. We have 2 positive. We look at the right. When we multiply 2 positive, our answer is going to be a positive. So we have 7 times 7 is 49. We have 6 times negative 3. If you don't know it yet, my little hint, little cheat sheet on the right hand side, you have a positive times a negative, so our answer should be a negative. So 6 times 3 is going to be negative 18. And for the number 3, we have 2 negative. Look at the right hand side if you need help. Negative times a negative is a positive, so we have 5 times 7 is 35. So for number 1, we have positive 49. For number 2, we have negative 18. And for number 3, we have positive 35. Okay, go ahead and try, like I said, try to go ahead and do it on your own. If not, just wait and go ahead and follow 6 by 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Positive times a positive, it's going to be a positive. Positive times a negative is going to be a negative. 8 times 5 is 40. So we have negative 40 as our answer. And our last problem, negative 6 times negative 6 is positive 36. On these examples, we're doing dividing integers. On the right hand side, you see that if you're dividing 2 positive, your answer should be a positive. If you're dividing a positive and a negative, your answer should be a negative. If you're doing a negative divided by a negative, it should be a positive. And a negative divided by a positive equals a negative. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and again, it's almost the same. So if you can go ahead, if you know how to do this right away, start it on your own and see at the end you got the same answers that I did. Okay, so we do 15 divided by 5. We do have 2 positives, so our answer is going to be a positive. It's going to be 3. Then we have 81 as a positive divided by a negative 9. So remember, a positive divided by a negative is going to give us a negative. So 9 goes into 81 9 times. So our answer is negative 9. And then we have a negative divided by a negative. If we look on the right hand side, that means that we should have an answer as a positive. 10 goes into 100 10 times, so our answer is 10. For number 10, we have 2 positives, so our answer is going to be positive. 14 divided by 2 and our answer is going to be 7. For number 11, we have a positive 49 divided by a negative 7. So we know on the right hand side that our answer should be a negative. And 7 goes into 49 7 times. Or 49 divided by 7 is negative 7. Then the last example on this one is negative 48 divided by negative 12. A negative times a negative is going to be a positive, and 12 goes into 48 4 times. These are our last 4 examples on multiplying and dividing integers. Once again, challenge yourself. Try to go ahead and solve it before I solve it. Number 15, I'm hoping that you guys know how to solve that. If you watch my video on exponents, if not, go back and look at that video. That's going to help you how to do the problem number 15. But after that, go ahead and put play and see if you can go ahead and have the same answers as I do. Okay, so let's start with the first one. I'm just going to go ahead and work on them really fast, and so that way we can finish this video. And you already know on the right hand side what are the signs in case you're having problems. So we have 11 times negative 6. Our answer is going to be negative 66. And number 14, we have negative 4 times negative 6 is going to be positive 24. Here we have negative 7 and to the second power, so we're just going to have negative 7 times negative 7. Negative times a negative is a positive, and our answer is going to be 49. And 12 divided by negative 2 is going to be negative 6. Okay, so remember, if you're still having problems with this video, go ahead, watch it over and over. And I cannot stress myself on telling you guys, go ahead and review whatever I have on the right hand side. A lot of people, like, once again, get that a lot wrong. So review on your signs. And thank you for watching. And don't forget to share the video with any of your friends that need help on this.